The man accidentally discovered that the house could grant any wish. They wished for $5 million, 100 million diamonds, and even a child for his wife who had failed to conceive. All of these wishes came true. However, when he went to a gas station to refuel, an accident happened. The money in his pockets suddenly turned into ashes. He hurried back home, seemingly realizing something unusual. He picked up the money on the floor and threw it out of the window to test his suspicion. Sure enough, it all turned into ashes. He then placed a Van Gogh painting at the door, and it too turned into ashes. He seemed to understand that the things obtained by wishing in this room would completely disappear once taken outside. But if objects disappeared, what about people? After all, they had wished for a child. At this thought, Tom completely broke down. To uncover the principle behind the wishing room, he began to violently tear down the walls. Terrifyingly, behind the walls were wires everywhere, and even under the floor there were wires. Before he could figure it out, his wife quietly carried the child out. As Ellie stepped out of the room, the baby in her arms suddenly began to cry loudly. She desperately called for her husband. Strangely, Tom had no reaction. He wanted to abandon this unreal child. But as Jack's cries grew louder, he couldn't bear it and rushed out to bring the baby back inside. In the panic, his shoe fell off and instantly turned to ashes. Even more terrifying, Ellie saw Jack suddenly grow into an 8-year-old boy. At that moment, the couple finally understood the house's principle. To keep her son alive, Ellie decided to teach him reading and drawing inside the house. But Jack, like a caged bird, longed for freedom, while Ellie insisted on locking him inside. Not long after, Tom bought a gun and began practicing shooting. He feared that if an accident happened in the future, only a gun could control the situation. The past 2 days had left them exhausted. Both of them slept deeply, unaware of what Jack was doing. The next day, Tom found a new toy beside him, and the lights in the house flickered. It turned out Jack had been making wishes. When they pushed the door open, the scene inside the room stunned them completely.